Hey, final video on men blaming women, feminism, for their suffering in life. I talked a lot about being duped by the system, being manipulated by the system. And I guess many of you might be asking, well, how's that happening? I'm a creature of free will. I base my views on my experience in life, what I've actually encountered, what I've actually seen, how I've actually been treated by women or by anything. But that's actually not true. We are phenomenally easily manipulated these days by the system. And I'll tell you how that's done. Let's go back a little. If you wish to be enlightened 100 years ago, a couple of hundred years ago, you had to do that by going on your quest, like the Buddha, or you had to study, you had to educate yourself. To become enlightened, you had to do a lot of your own research and your own enlightening. You had to go on your journey in order to discover the true nature of yourself, the true nature of people, and you had to develop a body of wisdom based on your experiences in life, where there was actually really minimal input. There were a few books at your disposal, but that was really it. There was no television, there was no mass media, there was no mainstream media, there was very little. And so your journey was a very personal one based on whatever you encountered in your personal journey. But that is just no longer true. It is now the case that tech companies, through artificial intelligence and through big data, know more about you than you know about yourself. And you may be shocked by that, but think for a second. If a company, and many companies do, had access to every search you've ever done online, all the sort of keywords you've used in conversations, in texts, in WhatsApp, where you've been all the time by tracking your phone, what data is coming in and out of the tech that you use, what your interests are, what relationships you have. And they know these things because they know that your phone has been often in the proximity of another phone, and they know a lot about that person, and they extrapolate, which is exactly why you can have a casual conversation with a friend about the fact, for example, that you're thinking of taking martial arts lessons, and an hour later on your Instagram feed a taekwondo or a karate class comes up, and we go, oh, big tech are watching us. They are watching us, probably not in the way that you think they are. They're not listening to your conversations. They're taking this enormous amount of data and targeting you by what they learn. And that is why I confidently say they know you better than you know yourself. And so they use that to manipulate you politically and commercially and in your attitudes towards women or men.